Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about tattoos and if they hurt the older you get / the more that you get. Quick disclaimer, I am not a tattoo artist, never have been, never will be because I can't draw, okay? Not for me. But I like tattoos and I have a lot of tattoos. But this video will be based on my perspective and then some videos / posts / comments that I've seen on social media. So let's get into it. So for me personally, I do think that tattoos get more painful the more older you get / the more tattoos that you get. I've been saying it for some time now. I'm like, why is this getting more painful? I remember when I first started getting tattooed, it was just like, it was sore. Don't get me wrong, I never thought it was not painful. But I'm definitely becoming less tolerable of the pain. Yeah, I just find it so much more painful. But it's definitely a debatable subject. And some people would be of the view that no, it absolutely doesn't get more painful the older you get. It's just based on, let's say, placement.
I'm at the point of being tattooed where it's just not fun anymore. I don't look forward to it because I only have the painful spots left. Like, arms are done, except for my elbows. That's on purpose. I just have my upper thigh to go, my back, and my chest. And I know that none of those are going to be fun.
And I absolutely would agree with that. And that was my perspective for a long time. I was like, oh, I'm just running out of easy spots to get tattooed. Like easy placements. I was kind of like, oh, now I only have sore places to get tattooed. And Lonnie on TikTok, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Lonnie, I think that's how you pronounce it. Lonnie, who knows? But she actually made a video on this and that was her perspective on it as well. So let's have a quick look at her video.
That's a good question, and I hear this one a lot. For some reason, people think that tattoos hurt worse when you get older, and I, like you, think that this is BS. Yes, the last couple of tattoos I've gotten have hurt worse, but it's not because of my age, it's because of the location. I'm running out of easy spots to tattoo, and I'm going into territory that's going to hurt worse, like the ditch of my knee. But again, that has nothing to do with my age. It has to do with the location. Let's use my hand tattoos, for example. I got my black and gray hand tattoo about 3 years ago. I didn't think the pain was that bad, and the healing was just about normal. Then I went in last year to get my other hand tattooed, and it was a completely different story. It hurt really bad, and it took forever to heal. But again, age had nothing to do with that. It was just a completely different kind of tattoo. There was more work done, and there was more trauma to my hand. So naturally, it hurt more, and it took longer to heal. There's a lot of misinformation going around about tattoos and age, and this is one of them. So I'm here again to tell you straight up, as a 59-year-old woman still getting tattooed, it does not hurt worse now than it did when I started almost 30 years ago.
That's so cool. First of all, can we just comment on how unreal she looks? So cool. So many tattoos. We love to see it. And I defo agree with a lot of the points that she's saying. Placement plays a massive role in pain. Like for me, my calves, they were so painful. But then like some people have their calves done and they didn't find it too bad. And I also agree that the style of a tattoo, like some are just easier, not necessarily, some are less painful than others. Like if you're comparing fine line to thicker work, if you're comparing black and grey to colour, not to say that black and grey isn't sore because it is, but colour, there's just so much more involved. Okay, that could probably be debatable as well, but colour tattoos do tend to hurt more. And then also like level of detail and stuff that goes into a tattoo, the length of time that you're in the chair, all that plays a massive role in how painful a tattoo is, how quickly it'll heal, the size of the tattoo, like comparing a small tattoo to a large one. All those points will impact pain levels. So I do agree with all the points she's saying. However, I do still think, and this is just my perspective, that I'm becoming less tolerable of pain. And that brings us to the other side of the debate. Do we just become less tolerable of pain the older we get? And Jonah, again, found him on TikTok. He is a tattoo artist and he has this perspective. So let's watch his video.
Do tattoos actually hurt more when you get older?
Yeah, because everything hurts more.
On a technical standpoint, yes, like your skin does lose a bit of like its elasticity as you get older, so that in theory would make your tattoo hurt more. But everything hurts more. Taxes hurt more. Life hurts more. It just sucks getting older.
Speaking as the boomer you are.
Yes, thank you.
And I think it's an interesting point to mention about the elasticity of skin. I didn't know this. Well, obviously, like the older you get, you do lose elasticity. It's called aging. But I didn't know that that would play a role in your pain levels or your pain threshold. Obviously, like I'm 32. I'm not talking from like a perspective like I've been getting tattooed for like 20 years and I'm now in my 40s and 50s, you know? But like I do see a difference from getting tattooed in my 20s compared to getting tattooed in my 30s. And I was looking at the comment section of this video and I thought it was very interesting. Someone said, he ain't wrong though. Someone else can confirm tattoos are more painful for me in my 30s than when I was in my 20s. Someone else, it hurts a little more, but my issue is I get so impatient now, like 2 hours, nah, best I got in me is an hour. Someone else, I'm 50 and I still love the feeling of tattoos. I'll take that over my back pain all day, every day. Someone else, 63 here. Mine hardly hurt at all. Someone else, as I got older, it hurt less. 13 years of getting tattooed here. Nope, 52 and still the same. Absolutely they do. Someone else, so get tattoos now when I'm young? Question mark? Got it. This is so true though. I started getting tattooed at 18. I'm almost 40 now and it definitely hurts more. So there's defo mixed feelings about whether it does or doesn't hurt more the older you get. The one about time, as in they find it hard to sit for longer than an hour, totally relate to it. Now, maybe not an hour, but like a lot of the time I'll just book small tattoos now. I haven't really booked any large pieces. I just don't think I can face it. But also it's like the sitting in the same position or just knowing that you're going to be in there for like 4 hours, 5 hours. It's like overwhelming and you know it's going to be painful. Whereas before, like it wouldn't really faze me if I was going in for a big piece. But yeah, like a lot of the times I'm just booking in for smallish tattoos, maybe an hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But like I know for a fact, like if I'm in for a good few hours, I'm not going to book another tattoo close enough to it because I'm like, I need a break between the tattoos, if that makes sense. I don't mind it so much when I've like my smaller ones. If I'm like in for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, that's not too bad. But like anything over that, I don't want to be, not necessarily back to back, because obviously I like to give my body time to heal, but it's more so I couldn't have like 2 big pieces, or like I couldn't do a tattoo for like 3 hours and then 2 weeks later go in and have another tattoo for 3 hours. Not to say that I haven't done that, because I have, but now I don't think so. I can't face it. I did see a Reddit as well debating this topic, and it's very much, yes, it absolutely does get more painful, and then there's the other aspect of it, well, no, there's more to it than just age. For example, your placement. If you're stressed, if you've slept well before the appointment, if you've drank enough water, if you've eaten before your appointment, your sugar levels, all that. And I absolutely agree that they do massively play into pain levels. Like if you're sleep deprived going in for a tattoo, you're going to feel pain more because your body's already in a stressed environment, if that makes sense. Like sleep deprivation isn't good. You know, you're way less tolerable of anything. Things can irritate you more. Even just conversations with people can irritate you if you're sleep deprived. So it does make sense that you can absolutely feel pain more if you're sleep deprived, if you haven't eaten, if your body's not hydrated, even if you're stressed, and things like if your bus is late and now you're going to be late for your appointment, that stresses you out, and then you're all flustered going to your appointment, so you can absolutely feel pain more in those instances. So I absolutely agree that they're all very valid points, and they're really important as well. So I do see both sides to the debate. I still do think that I'm finding it harder the older I'm getting, and like my perspective, I would say that it gets more painful the older I'm getting / the more tattoos that I'm getting. But I absolutely agree on placement, the style of the tattoo, the size of the tattoo, how long you're going to be in there for, if you've slept well, if you're stressed. I absolutely agree on those points as well. Maybe it's all of them, you know, maybe getting older mixed in with all the other points. It's just tough going, lads. But yeah, like maybe the older you get, you just become less tolerable of so much stuff in life. Not necessarily just the pain of a tattoo. Who knows? It's definitely a good debate, and I think all points are absolutely valid. I think it's a mixture of everything. I really do. I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences. I know some of my subscribers might not have tattoos, and I know some of my subscribers are a lot younger than me, so you may not be able to give your perspective on it just yet. But if you have tattoos and you had them when you were younger and you still get them now, do you think that they've gotten sorer the older that you've gotten, or even just the more that you've gotten? Let me know in the comment section. Or if there's another perspective that I haven't included, share your thoughts. Because maybe there's another point that I didn't mention that's causing us all more pain when we're getting tattooed. Who knows? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye!